It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we've got the Panthers, leader at quarterback. He's putting together a tremendous campaign and is within range of the single-season passing record. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance to tune up before they play on into the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around again. And for some, frankly, well, this might be the last time they ever put the pads on. So leave everything you got out there and do everything in your power to go get that win in this final week.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate. That defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
First play is to the air. On the move, headed right. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Led the top dog for the upcoming postseason, and we all know that is so important, Brock, because it's going to give their injured guys that extra week of recovery as they try to get back out there for a postseason run.
Yeah, Kate, and here's now the key. With that number one seed and that bye week secured in your pocket, you just do not want to add anybody to that injured list. And if that extra week of rest can help somebody, anybody, get back out there, what a lift for the postseason.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And move over, Peyton Manning. There's a new single-season passing yards record holder after that completion. It's truly been a special season, Brock, and that has now placed him atop one of the most prestigious records for his position.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Play action on 1st down. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He's on the move. Oh, he's keeping it again. We have a timeout now for somebody shaking up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Panthers making their red zone debut here. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the 8th pick in the draft. The lefty who led your alma mater, Washington, to the national championship game, Brock, Michael Penix Jr.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, Penix finds a seam down the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Josie Jewell making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got
21 at the 29-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Moore's got it.
On a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now on is Young Hui Koo for the Falcons field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. Good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Catch is made down the right sideline.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom.
And on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Penix now. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's got it over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. He'll just call for a fair catch here, and what incredible field position for them after that kick. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Falcons are going to be in great shape as they take over. Penix on 1st down. Pitts brings it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Devin Tompkins to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you can see what he's capable of when you turn this guy loose over a full campaign, leading all NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards, and he has a chance to finish at number 1. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Early on, it's not his work passing the football we're talking about. It is what he's been able to do as a runner that has displaced Buzzet.
Yeah, years ago, Kate, taking what the defense gives you means checking it down, but not anymore. Not the QBs of today. He's showing you the prowess he has with his legs as well.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. Finds his man over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's calling his own number again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Falcons offense returning to the field a final time before the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 46. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Looking to throw. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa. A big test for the Bucs at home as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night. It's a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate? teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Penix now on first down. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. They go play action. Here's Penix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second and 21 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons tie things up at 14. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Tompkins now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's one final strong week away from finishing as the NFL's leader in passing yards for this season. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Dropping back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. They put a receiver in motion here left. Second and 10 now. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field. And he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago, is it harder than ever to play defense right now because of all the rules and regulations, everything else? He said, oh, yeah. You throw in these dual-threat quarterbacks, they're a nightmare as well.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one, but in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On first down, here's Penix. Short pass brought in. Galloping inside the 40. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And they'll take the lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Jones. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. He throws a bullet deep to the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First and 10, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So now here's third and goal. They're throwing it. The throw is caught.
Gets that money down, that third down. You look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Marr connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Timeout called on the field. So we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. From the 28. Able to get it to Moore. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Falcons will have a first. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Here's Penix. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 18 at the 38-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. Vacates quickly left side. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Throwing Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right side. And they take him down right along the 30. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Throwing from the gun. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers lead by only 2. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Hubbard. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers go up by 8 at the end. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A chance to make it a 2-score game now and likely clinch the win with this try. And a likely game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We get a 2-score game now late. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19.
Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one's complete, right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing now. Pitts brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Has it at the 7. And that's good for a 1st down. Trying to set this up quick. 1st down from the red zone. Escapes out to the left. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a game in the divisional round coming up in 2 weeks. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.